Hello, hello, hello to all of my Geminis. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with a special 716 reading. Okay, so the number 7, we know that the number 7, we're in the 7th month, we're in July. The number 7 is for perfection and for completeness, right? But did you know the number 16, the root of the number 16 is 7. So 16, 1 plus 6 equals 7. So 16 is a powerful number of spiritual transformation. A lot of people are going through spiritual transformations right now, and you're no different. Okay, Geminis. It symbolizes the intuitive lightning strike of awakening. So a lot of people are becoming more and more awake, more in tune with their power and their intellect. And because you're an air sign, Gemini, by default, you're very powerful and you're very intellectual, right? So what do we know about our Geminis? We know that our Geminis are very flexible. You're very outgoing. You're funny. You're enthusiastic. You're very smart. You're versatile. You you have the ability to learn very, very quickly. You're affectionate and you're also gentle, right? And so Geminis, when we have a lot of planets are in retrograde right now, and so it's affecting a lot of people. And so I want you to stay focused and stay grounded. I think I mentioned that to you one time before, but I really want you to stay focused and stay grounded. Also, listen, I have a crystals giveaway. So for the first Gemini that emails me, my email address is in the About section of my page. I will send you a crystal for free of charge. You don't have, when I say free, I mean free. You don't have to do anything except email me, the first Gemini that emails me. And again, this is completely optional. You don't have to take a crystal. You can go buy your own if you're concerned with like safety. I completely get it. I completely understand it. But I want to share some information with you. So I have, amongst all the crystals that I have this clear quartz, and I also have a rose quartz, right? And so the significance of these two, especially being together, is that this helps to align everything in your body, right? Also, it's for clarity. It's for crystal clear focus. Like crystal clear focus on everything. And the reason why a lot of people actually purchase these two together, this is a love crystal. So a lot of times when we're getting in tune with ourselves, this rose quartz right here is also commonly called the love crystal, is for a lot of people who may have experienced heartbreak. I think we've all been through that, whether it's a romantic heartbreak or heartbreak from a church or heartbreak from a family or whatever kind of heartbreak. But this helps to heal that heartbreak, right? All of my crystals have been supercharged because we had the full buck moon that we recently had. Full moons actually supercharge crystals when you put them out in the full moon. But also you can use the sunlight to remove stale energy from crystals too. But yeah, so these are very, very powerful, especially together. They're very, very powerful. You don't have to purchase them together, but a lot of times people do. Also, this fluorite right here, this absorbs and neutralizes negative energy and stress. And so it increases our powers for concentration, self-confidence, and it helps in the decision-making process, right? So a lot of people will get that. So I'm going to put this here for just a second. But let's get into your reading. Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for my Geminis as it relates to their power and intellect, also as it relates to their money and their wealth, as it relates to their spirituality and them taking action, and also their creative energy and their emotions. Let's get into your reading. Again, this is a special reading for 716. 16 root number being 7. 1 plus 6 is 7, right? So a lot of intuitive power happening right now for a lot of people. A lot of people are tapping into their intuitive power. Hold on for a second. All right. Yeah. So I see some major arcanas here. Actually, you have the majority of your cards are major arcana. So there's a lot going on with you right now, Gemini. And this is a good thing. So this Magician card is attached to you and the Virgo. Okay, that's your ruling planet, right? This Magician card here. Now, what's interesting is that let me put these up here for just a second. I'll look at this, because I'm going to talk about this in just a second. You also have the Strength card, and you have the Temperance card, and you also have the Death card. I'm going to put these two together. I'm going to talk about all of these. I like to put the major arcanas like on full display. Okay, so what's interesting about this magician card is that it's attached to Mercury. While your planet is no longer in retrograde, it's actually direct right now. I just want you to know that you had to let some people and some situations just fall off. I don't want to use the necessarily word use die, but yeah, this is the death card. You had to let some people and some situations go because of this their intentional they were causing a lot of disruption with communication. It could be technology, could be involved also, but it was just a lot going on, right? This is what I'm getting for you. And so you really had to tap into your inner strength. This is showing you coming through these mountains. You've had to really tap into your inner strength. And so your life now is in full balance. So the past could have really been as recent as yesterday. You literally had to tap into your crystal ball and reach in and see that you had infinite wisdom and knowledge, right? Again, my Geminis are very, very smart, very intellectual, like to have fun. They're funny people, the whole 9 yards. But a situation you had to just really, really let go. This is what the cards are telling me. You had to let a situation go. This death card is attached to the Scorpio. We also have this temperance card. We have the strength card that's attached to the Leo. We have the magician card. Again, it's attached to you. And it's also, and when I say attached to, I mean like your ruling planet is Mercury. So this is attached to the Gemini and the Virgo because that's you all's ruling planet. But again, I see a flow of money in your life, a flow of money. Your life also, both of these are Pentacles cards, so that's attached to money and wealth. But I see a lot of money in your life, and your life actually being in full balance because you had to let something go. You really, really had to let a person, a place, or thing go, like completely die from your life. And things are but you really had to tap into that inner strength. And so you didn't, it was the strength that you didn't even realize you had until, what's the term? It's just like, you never know how strong you are until strong is the only thing you have left, or something like that. I could be like misquoting it, but it's something you all you understand what I mean when I say, you really had to tap into a strength you didn't even know you had. So that's why I'm saying you had to put some things to death. And actually, you're so much better off. I guess I have to reiterate this because a lot of times when you have planets in retrograde, a lot of times people go back to thinking about things that almost broke them, that almost made them feel like they wanted to die. And so, but when you let that thing go, when you completely let it go, this is not just about, you broke up with the person, but I'm talking about emotionally, you had to let it die and you started tapping back into and remembering who you were. Like I said, a lot of people are having an awakening, a serious awakening about a lot of things in their lives, and you are no different, Gemini. You're, like I said, you like to have fun, and so for some it could have been a person that was in your life that was just like killing you, and you had to make a decision, but you had to really tap into some strength you didn't even know that you had, just to get out of that situation, and it serves you well. Let me pick this back up again. This is right here is your money, attached to your money. Your life is in full balance without them, and you probably have more resources than you had before as a result of them no longer being in your life. This is what I'm seeing for you. Let's pull some more cards. Oh my goodness. Yeah. More major arcanas. This is why I know a lot is going on with you right now. But a lot of good things. Look, the scales are balanced in your favor. It took an enormous amount of patience and you spending some time with yourself, introspection, really thinking, listen, do I need to go forward in this? The answer was no. You literally had to let it die. You have a lot of major arcanas. So I know you have a major life shift that happened for you, a major, major life shift. This is how this person left you. This is how they think they left you. Okay, let me clarify that. They hurt you deep. But guess what? They cut themselves off. They really, really cut themselves off. So the Swords cards is also, so this is letting me know it was an air sign. So what's interesting is that air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, right? But recognize if it's an air sign that's vibrating at a low frequency, that it was kind of hard to kind of sort of break away from, or something, but they cause you a lot of stress. But once you get around a high vibrating air sign, then those will be the ones that's where the power and the intellect comes back in, and you start to remember. But see, now you come out stronger in a sense. Look at this Four of Swords. You came out stronger in the sense that you're no longer just looking at people on the outer shell. You're actually seeing them for who they really are. You don't come through a situation like this where somebody calls you a lot of anxiety, stress, and almost depression, and be weaker. You come out actually stronger. So in a sense, it looks like this. Okay, this energy right here, masculine, feminine, is in a rest position with a sword in their hand, and they also have swords at their disposal. You are more powerful. You are wiser. You're smarter after this thing that happened to you, and now it's all about you. This is a card of self-interest. It is 100% about you. And so that's where you had to tap into your inner strength. You didn't even realize you had. This is what this magician card is. But I see that this person, again, this is attached to the Gemini and the Virgo. But I see that this person, caused a lot of disruption, a lot of breakdown of communication. Just a whole lot of mess. That's what I see. Just a lot of mess. But guess what? Your money is, you still have money. Matter of fact, like I said, I'm seeing more money. Like it's amazing when you put to death some relationships, even going places that maybe you and that person used to go, even in your family, putting some relationships to death that just didn't serve you. But you really had to be patient with yourself. It's what I'm getting for you is that whoever died in the relationship, and I don't mean like a physical transition to the next life, but I mean like you had to get that person out of your life, like sever ties. That's a better word. You had to sever ties with somebody for good. It took you through a range of emotions, right? But you're so much better off because of it. And now it's all about self-interest. And that's what I want you to focus on. I really, really want you to focus on your self-interest, because it is really all about you. Your money is better. They actually cut themselves out of your life by how they treated you, right? You didn't have any other decision. You couldn't make any other decision except to let them go. That's why you had to tap into your inner strength. Now let's get into an oracle card. Let's get into an oracle card and see what we have. Yeah. Lots of emotion, a lot of things going on. But you're so much better now. You're so much better. You're smarter and you're wiser. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. Didn't I say that this death card was attached to Scorpio? Yep. New moon in Scorpio. You gotta work through your fears. Like I said, I guess I keep getting that this person was somebody that's been in your life for a while, right? This new moon in Scorpio, and Scorpio is a water sign. Lots of emotions, a lot of creativity. This is a time for you to like really, really start thinking about making some investments, and just like if you're holding any grudges or bad energy towards that person, and I'm telling you, they must have really done something to you for you to move through these mountains like this. But I'm telling you, once you let it go, let it go. I'm talking about continue vibrating at a high frequency. If you got to cry through it or however you got to get through it, but continue vibrating at a high frequency, because, you have to work through any fears that you have. This is a new beginning for you. This is a new transformation for you. What do I have? Where are my amethysts? Hold on for a second. Let me get some. I have the big amethyst here. But yeah, this is also for healing. This is a transformative crystal. Moving through those hurts and those pains, moving through all of it, right? And so getting to the other side, this is attached to your crown chakra, seeing things for what they really, really are, that you're actually better off without that person. So sometimes when you've invested a lot in a person, it almost takes everything out of you. But I'm telling you to work through your fears and start focusing on making some investments, because this is your money. Look, now, I usually don't give it investment advice to people, like financial advice to people. But what I like to share with people is like, this is a prime time, like especially since, creators think in a sense of Okay, we're going through this pandemic right now. Okay, and so it's shocking for a lot of people. But now people are starting to emerge, but they're emerging better, stronger, wiser. That is you, Gemini, because you're like, wait a second, I have more money at my disposal since I don't have to deal with that person anymore. I'm going to start investing my money. I'm telling you, it's going to pay off for you. I would do some research, Gemini, on like what to invest in, and then I would go that route. That's just a suggestion. You don't have to take the suggestion, but I want you to work through your fears. Whoever this person or those people were that hurt you, that you had to just cut out of your life for good, I'm telling you, you had to find the strength inside of you to just walk through this fire. You had to walk, but you have the universe behind you. And and like I said, the scales are balanced in your favor. Don't even worry about it. Even if you have a court case coming up with this person, focus on the fact that you're going to win. The scales are balanced in your favor. That is why, and winning involved in this, again, everything is a matter of perspective, right? Everything is a matter of, depends on how high we keep our frequency. You want to keep your frequency at a love frequency. See, I say a lot of times people buy these two together. They buy the clear quartz, and they also buy the rose quartz together, because this is for clarity, keeping everything in balance, keeping your immune system strong, but also focusing on loving yourself to a degree where you're untouchable. Anything vibrating at a lower frequency won't even have access to you, okay? So this is why I need you to keep your energy levels high. This clear quartz is about keeping your immune system strong, and this rose quartz is just an awesome pair to have together. If I didn't mention it before, because sometimes when I get into readings and I'm getting all these messages from the universe, sometimes I can't remember exactly what I said at the beginning, but I'm offering to all of my astrological signs a free stone or crystal. I'm just going to send one at random to you for free. All you have to do is send me use my email address, and it's in the about section of my page, and send me your address if you feel comfortable sending me your address. Someone just sent me something. They just put Aries in their address, so I don't have their name or anything like that. So I think that's a great idea. So I'm gonna attach tracking to it to make sure it gets to that address. But again, if you feel comfortable and you want me to send you a free crystal, again, I will send it to you free of charge. You don't have to worry about paying for anything. But I'm going to eventually start selling crystals, but while they're free, why not get one? Okay. But that is what I have for you, for my Geminis. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Again, today is 7/16. 16 is a powerful number because it is attached to spiritual transformation. It's symbolizing the intuitive lightning strike of an awakening. Again, you tapping into the strength you didn't even realize you had, and moving through those mountains. But I want you to be very patient with yourself, Gemini, okay? Be very, very patient. Realize that person, whatever they did to you, or those people, they cut themselves out of your life. They cut themselves out of your life. So it's understandable that you would be on guard. But guess what? You came through this situation wiser and more intelligent, and you're stronger. Okay, so this is all about you. All about you. Okay, again, this is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your special weekly reading for 7/16, July 16th, for my Geminis, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Have a great week. Bye.